Yeah, sorry about that, must have pressed a button or something. I'm just gonna, as you can probably see, pour out the tannins there. And they're quite rich now, so anyway. Now we're just going to see what this one's going to be like, so let's make sure we're on spot colour. Just going to stick my hand in it. I don't expect much from the root system here. Probably not going to be much of a root system at all. Just going to wash it under the tap, as you do. But and then we're going to stick it in, I think. Yeah, just get the tap going, one-handedly, as you do. Okay, not. Okay, so it's got a, I don't know, 10 centimetres down there of root sort of thing, so it's not too bad. So I'll just maybe clean up the side bits a bit. Get as much off as we can before we put it in our peat. Maybe it might need a bit of a trim as well. So I'll get my scissors and give it a bit of a trim and get rid of some of this other stuff that could rot or something. So as we do. And we'll stick it in and see if it can withstand the scorcher of tomorrow. So we'll see how we go. Maybe come in a little bit over the top. And as you do, hopefully you don't press any buttons here. Yeah, so what was all this thing about blonde peat all these years ago? Hey? You think that was a bit of a misdirection? Bit of a furphy? That's not line up for some reason. Okay. Are we over it probably? Get to one side. So I think I just cut all these bits off here. All these dead bits. As you do. Bit of white there, is it? Yeah, a bit of white there. Bit of. Let's cut off there. All the way back. Yeah, it doesn't smell. It smells a bit. Somewhat charcoaly, you know. So there you go. Bit of white wood there. Remember, it's gone right through winter, flooded. So that's not too bad, I suppose. The fact that we've still got like 10 centimetres, maybe almost 12, I suppose, of look, side buds. See that? I don't know if you can see that, because you see that? I don't know if it's going to focus on there. Put my whole hand on it. Got a bit of a side bud there or something going on there. Didn't see that before. Well, there you go. Let's see what we can do. Now I might put it to one side, over here somewhere, in case. I was at Bunnings yesterday, and you should have seen the laughable state of the fly traps. They look like they've been so hastily put into the pots. It was just amazing. It's the worst haste-looking pots I've ever seen in my life, I would say, at Bunnings sort of thing. Anyway, so I might put it to one side, like 1/3 across here, in case we want to put like a banana or some of these crappy fly traps if I go back, post-Christmas or something like that, or some capes turn up in the shop, so you can try them out. But anyway, I'll put something like that here somewhere, over here somewhere. See if we can get down about, I don't know, if we can get down that far. So if I get the roots down far enough, they can get nice access to the water, I suppose. So, so where's my scissors have gone? We'll put them down there, and I'll put it down this way so that they can run that way. That's growing that way. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So I'll put this down in here like that. Get it nice and firm. Get the stuff down there around the roots, and we'll see if we get You know, first of all, would it stabilise? Would it handle tomorrow's really, because it's black, don't forget, this is black koi. As I was saying before, what was all that stuff about blonde, Pete? Was that another misdirection? We're going to sell you our crappy stuff and we're going to give you a bit of a story sort of thing. So you're going to actually take it away, our waste product from our nursery, at a highly inflated price. Is that what it was all about? You know, they were digging this stuff up or something and they wanted to get rid of the blonde stuff, so they gave you a bit of a story about, oh, how wonderful it was, and get you to take it away at an inflated price. So you were basically giving them pocket money by buying the blonde Pete so they could do other stuff or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put that in. It looks like it's sitting in. I'll push down as much as we can around the sides. Make sure it's nice and flush. It feels a bit wet. I might just water it in, sort of thing, with the. But you can get the space of this and water it in. The old space of this down. Oh, I should have put it a little bit further over there. I think I could still get a fly trap in there if I need to or something. I might seed it with some Cape seeds tonight or something. And may water it until we get 10, 13, 14, 23, 24, 30. Okay, so it's 30 counts. I might water it again tonight, as long as I get at least a. I think this might take, because it's slightly more in this bucket, I reckon it might take 2 inches of water in the bottom or something like that, I reckon, to make sure it doesn't struggle too much tomorrow in the, well, I'm assuming it's going to be 38 tomorrow, but it'll be good to see how it copes and if it reacts and how quickly does it start growing, assuming it doesn't die, of course, but assuming how quickly it starts growing in the roots, and see if it's all about the root potential. You know, they always used to say that bigger pots means bigger plants, but what they're really saying is you got a room for a bigger root system, you'll get a bigger plant, basically. And you notice that some of the dandelions, they're fattening up their sort of leaf bases. We'll see if this starts to happen with this or something. See if it changes its colour. Does it become more green? Do we get a bit of growth? Does that side little shoot there become a decent plant by the end of the season? I don't know. So we're into like mid-December now, just across so that means we'll have December, January, February, March, and usually at the end of beginning to April they slow down basically, and by the end of April they're basically going into dormancy and a colouring up sort of thing. We'll see. So I'll film every, I don't know, 2 weeks to a month, I don't know, maybe initially every week, I don't know. We'll see how we go. But if we suddenly get some like amazing growth or something, well, I'll probably film more often or something if it starts growing that rapidly. But as I said, we're getting into the warmer days now. We're getting our first scorcher tomorrow. It's probably going to be 38 degrees. As I said, it's just gone 5:30, about 5:40 now, 5:45, and it's still 30 degrees. And it reached 30 degrees at 3 o'clock. So, you know, it's definitely going to be a scorcher tomorrow. And we'll see. Ooh, taking a while to go down. Yeah, that's good. So it's obviously holding water in there, so that'll be good. So maybe you only need an inch in the bottom, I don't know, just to keep it wet. So I think we'll see. Anyway, well, that's about it for this one, and I'll see you tomorrow, I suppose, and see if it's still alive by the afternoon after a 38-degree day after being potted up. But at least I did get the roots down, at least about, you know, whatever, you know, what's that, 8, 9 centimetres the bottom of my hands or anything. So, you know, we've got a 10 to 12 centimetre root system in a 8 to 9 centimetre hole sort of thing. So hopefully it's far enough down there in the pot to at least get, you know, get some moisture so it doesn't dehydrate and keel over sort of thing. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I think that's too close to the centre of the pot, but maybe that'd be a good thing. It won't dehydrate. I think I should have had it over about another inch, I reckon. Don't think I'll have enough room to get some both a stray fly trap or two, or maybe a banana planted in there or something. No, anyway, or cape or something. They turn up in the shops. But yeah, definitely the fly traps have turned up, and as I said, they're the worst ones I've ever seen, I think. But they look so hastily put in the pot, you could tell that they were just like bunged in a pot or something. I don't know if it's got anything to do with COVID. But anyway, we'll see how we go. But as I said, I think we know they don't die from being flooded, but through winter. But there is a problem between when they wake up and they get to this sort of stage of about 6 to 8 weeks, when you've got problems with, the possibility of rotting or dying back or something. But once they get to this stage, it seems now, I'll put my hand behind it, the above ground part is okay now, and but they've got a meagre root system. But that wasn't too bad, was it, that one there? But then again, it did have the whole of winter to work on there, and we got a little side shoot. So it'll be amazing to see what happens now. Whether we get some really amazing growth, because it's not flooded anymore, and it will have decent dampness with the black coir, and hopefully it has much better iron metabolism, because that seems to be the main problem is CPs and iron metabolism. They don't like the iron rusting, so you got to make sure. And with the black coir, of course, it's not rustable iron. So the iron's there, but it's not rusted. So they got access to non-rustable iron, and if you put in the element from WA and other parts of the world, it can transfer that iron to the plant in a reduced non-rustable sort of form, sort of thing. So that's the problem with copper. It's basically an oxidizing element, and it oxidizes up the iron and becomes either rustable and therefore unavailable to the plant, but it also does screw around with their iron metabolism and sort of thing. So anyway, so you might want to think about cobalt as well, because as I said, you go from peat to lignite to coal, and they first discovered cobalt in coal. It was first discovered and described from samples of coal, you see, in coal mines, sort of thing. So you might want to think about that. What's the relationship between copper and cobalt? Blah de blah de blah. Yeah, I have done this work in the past, but it's nice to give other people a bit of a boost. Anyway, let's go in for a last close up as it was. Now the water's drained away. Okay, better do it twice, because I tend to do these things too fast. And we'll see if it's dead tomorrow, or it will survive the 38-degree day, and see how quickly it starts growing, if at all. It could die off overnight, you never know. It could come out in the morning and find it's completely white or something. Okay, over now. See ya. Bye. I'll better colour check on the old dandelion there. There you go, colour check. Over and out. See ya.